Hey guys, welcome back. It's Jack once again from Casino Income Academy. So this video is probably a little overdue, but we've been so busy with a lot of the stuff you've been seeing. There's a lot of behind the scenes new things happening. We have a new website being created that's going to be really fun for people. We have a private opportunity that I briefly mentioned on the channel. I can't really talk about it publicly. The only way you can find out about that opportunity and to be involved in the beta phase of it is to be a newsletter subscriber or an alumni with us. You must be part of the community to be involved in that passive opportunity. So if you want more information on that, the only way you're going to get it is to be a newsletter subscriber and ask us for it, because it cannot be something that we show publicly. All right, so today I'm going to do a quick video. People have been asking me if I've gotten feedback on the Baccarat DNA sequencer course that we released already. So here's the Baccarat DNA sequencer course. So if you do not have the discount code, it's DNA and the number 50, DNA 50, and it gives you $50 off. That discount code will go away very, very soon because we're no longer going to keep doing these at these discounts because of the money that people are making and the price that we're offering them. And to protect the information itself. So that's all I can say to you about that. So if you want to buy it and use the discount code, it's DNA50. And you better do it soon because the codes are going to be shut off in the next few weeks. All right, so here is a little bit of the feedback. Where is it? I copied this. I took the last names off like I usually do to protect the innocent here. Now, these are people that got it that are early birds. So these are people that are on a list that were able to get it before it went public so that I get feedback and make any changes to the course, by the way. So if there were any questions or anything, that's why I have to do that. Because if there were questions or things that somebody didn't understand, I went back and I tweaked the course so that the course that you guys purchased later had everything that was needed. All right, so the feedback has been incredible, and it's been really interesting. So let's go over these, and then I'm going to tell you some of the conversations I've had. So here's, who is this? This is Bill. Okay, Bill. It's been a little over 10 days since going live with the new Bach DNA sequencer. I'm still perplexed that some of the strategies we used a few years ago can be resurrected into something new. A whole new perspective on pattern play when you combine it with the probability stacker mentality. So you guys know I told you for months before this that we were going to start using mainly probability math-based strategies as much as possible and stacking them. And that's what this course is about, is how do you do that? And how much power that creates when you stack things that are solely based on math and you keep them in a sequence with very super tight win targets. It randomizes things, right? So they can't screw with you because you're not using the same strategy and over again. And the strategies you have in the sequencing that you're creating are all highly impressive math-based strategies. So that's what he's talking about here. And when he's talking about some of the older strategies, we're able to go backwards once we really had our eyes open and look at things that we always loved a while back and they became brand new again. So I was shocked. Oh yeah, this is funny. I was shocked that you found a way to finally include the tie-based systems. Were you holding these back? I'm totally addicted to using them now. I stack them and get multiple triggers in the shoe without overplaying. You know overplaying was my worst weakness, but the tie stuff keeps me from doing it. I love this comment. So you guys know I've never shown on what do you call it, on YouTube or anything, any kind of systems that were based on ties. Because the stuff that I'd ever seen based on ties were garbage. They were always things like, trying to martingale yourself until you got to the tie. So you were basically betting on the tie. Well, what he's talking about here, Bill, is that we have a new way of using the ties, but it has nothing to do with betting on the ties. Nothing whatsoever. It's more of a trigger, and we created multiple ways to use the tie, and it's really cool. And I don't know how I didn't think of this years ago, by the way. So no, Bill, I was not holding these back. I wish I could tell you that I was. This all came out from the new stuff that we're doing. So it's a little bit of going backwards, it's a little bit of going forwards, and then putting them into a whole new engine. And that's what this Baccarat DNA sequencing stuff is. The ties are brand new. And you're going to see, I think there's another comment in here, that how many people are loving these new tie systems that are not betting on ties. And I have to tell you, from a personal experience, these tie-based systems that we created have brought me back to Baccarat in a bigger way. You guys know craps is my number one, right? Baccarat was number two for a long time, and then I got frustrated like everybody else with some of the craziness that was going on. Well, the tie-based systems that we've created, I really like them. I really like them. Now, there's more than that in this course. There's multiple different new systems and some of the other stuff that we brought back that we're regurgitating because we're using it in a different way, in an amazing way. But the tie stuff is really, really cool. It's a lot of fun to play, and it's easy. So easy. All right. So he started with $10 units for the 3 different stacks. So he created 3 different probability stacks, and we teach you what that is in the course. Within 3 days, once he went live, he made $750 without any stress. Then he decided to move up using $25 base bets. And since then, he's totaled $3,750 for that stretch. This is all part-time. Bill doesn't play every day. I know that. Maybe 2 to 3 hours he spends at the casino. But here's the deal. He's not even playing 2 to 3 hours. This is really funny. With a bunch of breaks in between for coffee and cookies. Well, being diabetic, I would love to do the same thing as Bill, but I would probably drop dead if I did what I used to do with the tea and the cookies. So I have to limit that stuff in the casino. But more power to you, Bill. This is the most fun I've ever had playing Baccarat. Not as much as craps, but the paychecks are outstanding. I will keep you posted. Yes, Bill is one of my hardcore craps guys that used to never want to even learn a Baccarat strategy. And this is the first time I've ever seen him this attracted to the Baccarat stuff. And I can tell you I know why. Because it has a very different feeling than the Baccarat systems that we've ever done in the past. Okay? Very different way of approaching it as a business and how to play each session. So that's Bill. He's kicking ass, as you can see. All right? Okay, who is this one? This one is Arnie. Okay. Jack, thanks for the early bird access to the Baccarat course. As always, you managed to find some nuance or approach that feels completely new. Do you stay up all night thinking about this stuff? And I'm glad you do. Well, I hate to say it, but there are nights where I go to sleep and in the middle of the night, something hits me and I have to run to the phone and take notes and then check it out in the morning. So you're not completely wrong. I go on these tears where my brain is just wide open to this stuff. And it just seems like everything starts pouring out for us to be able to look at and reevaluate. And then there are other times where I cannot do it. and I have to just go on to something else. So that's kind of the deal there. It's just like these moments of inspiration, like an artist. And I can paint and paint and paint, and then I have nothing new to paint. There's just nothing left in the tank. So that's the story there. The new stacking idea is really a game changer. It really does take the pressure off a single method of play. And that's exactly what it is. Everybody that is still trying to find that single holy grail system, you guys know how I feel about that. Now what we do is we don't just not try to find the single holy grail system. We stack not just systems, but probability-based systems. And then on top of that, we don't put any pressure because we're stacking them and moving on in the sequence very quickly. All right. So after testing all the strategies in the course, he's created 2 stacks that he likes the most. One of them uses 2 of the new tie probability methods. That's just like Bill said above. People are loving them. And the other one is a mixture of some of the no mirror play stuff, the probability stuff, strategies, and the tie system. So he's combining them, which is what I like to do as well. So I really like switching from one to the other. He means the stacks for each session. So he'll play one stack one session and then flip to the other stack the next section and keep it going. When you combine the stack concept with the tight money management and small win targets, it creates a virtual unstoppable attack. That's the best way I can say it. It sounds crazy, but it's the truth. It's not the strategies. It's not the money management. It's not the stacking. It's the combination of all of these things put together that creates this insane attack that we do, okay, that we've created. He's playing about 4 days a week, so Arnie is one of the guys that does have more time on his hands to play. He's taking it seriously. Right now, he's comfortable with $25 base bets. He's using the Bankroll Builder Plan conservative version that he made himself to slowly make it up to $100 base bets real soon. Once I hit that level, I will just move back and forth from the $25, $50, and $100 levels, creating safety bankrolls every second level. Well, if you don't understand what he means by that, you need to do a mentorship program with me, and we can show you how to build a wall of safety bankrolls using multiple different methods. And once you build that wall, it's virtually impossible to ever go backwards very much because you're building safety bankrolls along the way. And it's the best way to play. It's like having $1 million but only making $10 bets. And it's more than that, of course. But that's the way it feels to me when you build safety bankrolls, because you have the pressure off of you because you've built so many nets below you. And if you don't understand that concept, you can watch the Bankroll Builder Plan videos on our website on the free education and one of the, I think it's the business tab on the free education, as well as just right here on YouTube, you can put in on our channel Bankroll Builder Plan, and it'll bring up several videos that explain what Bankroll Builder Plans are. I hope I don't overdo it here. I don't want my casino to give me the boot. Well, I don't think the casino will give you the boot, but as always, if you do have multiple places to play, and not everybody does, I highly recommend utilizing all the local casinos in your area, because that means you're building up comp points and you're getting free lunches and dinners and stays and everything else in multiple places. So that's not such a bad thing either, that you're getting all your meals paid for and all the free stays. And during the year, by the way, they give out gifts and all kinds of other stuff. So for anybody that's not taking advantage of it, you are giving the casino the ability to get your action. You should be getting something back for it. So I don't play strictly for the comps. I play for a paycheck, and so do most of our people. But if they're giving free stuff out, I'm taking it. All right. And I think this is the last one. Yeah, this is the last one. Okay, Jack, great oh, yeah. Okay, this is Jim, right. Okay, Jim has been doing a mentorship program with me for the last month and a half. Jim bought the Baccarat DNA course. I allowed him to buy it early so that he could be one of our angel round testers for it, right? And he's done a great job with this because we've been able to combine the mentorship program around the stuff that he's learned in the course. And a lot of our smarter guys, what they're doing is they're setting up mentorship programs around the bigger courses so that they're taking the course and getting my feedback on their testing and on putting the pieces together. And that's been the best method, by the way, is buying the bigger course and then letting me assist you as you're going through the course and finishing things with really giving you the extra tweaks and everything else to go through it. And then after you do your simulations with the strategies, for us to then work on putting the actual pieces together in a personal plan for you. And that's what he's done. So the bankroll builder business stuff is really the gold mine. Yep, it is. Not the strategy, not the this, not the that. Without the bankroll builder plan, you're just floundering. Once it clicks, you never look back. I wish I understood that approach 15 years ago. Well, let me tell you something. I wish I understood that approach 15 years ago. So you're not the only one. All right. Here are the actual results for the last 8 days using the stacks created from the new Baccarat DNA sequencer. So I asked him to provide this to me after the first 10 days of going live with the stacks. He created 2 stacks, which is perfectly fine, and he's very conservative. So his bankroll builder plan started at $10 base bets, and he's going super slow. Right? He's not looking to jump up the bankroll builder plan to increase his bets fast. He's going at a snail's pace, which I love. Absolutely love. All right. So here, let's get right to it. Look at the numbers. Day 1, 140. Look at this. 160, 120, 180, 85. This is all with $10 bets. Now, here's the important thing. As we discussed, each day he plays 2 to 4 sessions. Some days only 2, some days a little bit more. But here's the key, guys. If you watched my video from a few days ago using the daily casino compound calculator, I showed you what this looks like. He's only doing 1 to 3% target per day. That's it. He's not looking for the 10 and the 20 and the 30% craziness. 1 to a max of 3% a day. Now, he's doing that using 2 to 4 sessions a day. How easy is that? It's way easier. Because 1% could be, and I don't know what his total bankroll is here, but you could figure it out, but whatever it is. 1% could be a $30 profit and roll on and move on to the next session. It could be $25. It could be $40. That's why this is so important. The tiny win targets in your mini sessions on a daily basis. Because you're not stretching. You're not pushing the envelope. I hope you guys understand what Jim is doing here. He's on the road to what we showed in the daily compound calculator. He's doing it super slow. Because he doesn't care if it takes 6 months to get there. He doesn't care if it takes 9 months to get there. He doesn't care. Because these $10 base bets in a little bit of time, well here, let me see what he says. This week, this week the base bets increased to $15 on the stadium. He plays Baccarat on the stadium. So in Vegas, I believe it's in Vegas. I think he's in Vegas, yeah. So he either lives right outside of Vegas over there. I don't know if it's Henderson or wherever, and then he goes in to play. I think that's what it is. He doesn't live right in Vegas. So next week, which is this week, he's going to be moving up to $15 base bets. Now, you understand what that means. Nothing is changing with the stacks he's created, with the strategies in the stacks. He's still going to be looking for the same 1 to 3% max, but now he's doing it at a $15 level. Nothing changes but the amount of chips. That's it. I am on target to reach the $25 base bet level. So in his plan, he has a preset plan, and that's where he wants to get to. That's his real big goal. Some people it's the black chip level. Some people it's $150 level or $75. His goal is to get to the $25 level. And that's all he needs to do because he knows what he can be doing at the $25 level without changing anything else. Once he gets there, he will stay until I build up multiple safety bankrolls before making a decision to move up the ladder or not. No one is telling you this is not a video game. If you get to the green chip $25 level, these all go up tremendously. Your dailies. This is not a video game. You do not have to get to the black chip level if you don't want to. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to. You could stay right here at the $10 level and make paychecks without doing anything different. Nobody tells you what your objectives are. You're the only one that knows what you want this to be and how far you want to take it. And for some people, an extra $300 to $500 a week is a game changer. Maybe for you, it's $1,000 a week, right? Or maybe you want to make $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month. I don't know, right? I don't know. But the methodology remains the same. If you change it, then you're not following a conservative game plan. Or if you try to push it too fast, you can't play with black chips with $1,000 bankroll. That's stupidity. Right? Total stupidity. All right. So he's going to make the decision when he gets to the 25. He's going to stay there and do what I said before. He's going to build up multiple safety bankrolls at the $25 level. It's making a wall or a bigger net below you. And then he'll figure out whether he wants to move up. Maybe he'll move to the $50 level. Maybe he won't. Maybe he'll stay at the $25 level, which is, by the way, what I do most of the time. Maybe he'll stay at the $25 level for 60 days. You know how much safety bankrolls you can build up? And then go to the 50. No one says that the minute you have enough money to go to a $50 level that you need to do it the next day. I don't do it. I don't do it personally. I don't do it. I use the bankroll builder plan and I edit it for where I want to be. And I know where I want to be. I want so much safety below me that I have no stress. That's really what I'm looking to do in my life at this point. I'm not the aggressive guy that I was when I was 25 or 30. I don't even want to be that guy anymore. I want to be the guy that plays without any stress whatsoever and makes paychecks. And if I play with a bankroll builder plan, I could be stuck at the $25 level for a while. And then I eventually move to the 50. And maybe at that point, I jump the next level right away when I can. You know? And then stay at that level for weeks and weeks and weeks before moving up. There is no routine that says there's one way to do this. So that's the deal, guys. That's the feedback so far on Baccarat DNA Sequencer. Again, the concepts that are being taught in here, by the way, are going to be moving into roulette next. So the probability stacking concepts translate immediately into some of the stuff we're doing in roulette. So you're going to see for our roulette people that the probability stacker concepts, the sequencing concepts, we're going to be transferring those over to roulette very, very soon. And you know what the amazing thing is for people that want to do it? You're still using the toolbox concept, right? So now you have this probability stacks in the Baccarat area, and then you're going to be able to build probability stacks in the roulette area, right? And we're just building on more knowledge and more knowledge. It's not about selling more courses. It's just that we continue to get better and better at what we do and what we're testing. And we're bringing that information to you, right? That's really all that this is about. So that's the deal, guys. I'm going to leave you with one other little new thing. I am writing up something that's really cool that we don't do very often. We don't have the time and the energy to be doing sports betting stuff that often. Hopefully that'll be something that we can have a little bit of a collaboration. We're trying to work things out to have somebody else focus solely on that does that for a living, so that it's off my plate. Because I know a lot of you guys want some of the sports gambling stuff because you're in the casino anyway. So, and you enjoy it. And I've never been able to do it completely because I can't pull myself away from what our primary focus is here. But what I am going to be doing is we have learned something really interesting. And it's really simple. You don't have to be a sports guru or anything like that to do it. It's really simple. You don't have to know anything about sports. And I'm getting that together. And it's not something that we're going to be selling. It's something we're going to be giving to all the subscribers, right? And the alumni as part of the new, in the newsletter coming out. It's going to be a PDF that explains how to do this. And that's going to be coming out at some point in the near future. So if you're excited or you're already doing sports gambling or you're interested, that's just going to be something that everybody that's getting the Casino Confidential newsletter is going to be getting at some point in the very near future. So I just wanted you guys to let you know I was really excited about it after testing it. And that'll be a lot of fun. That'll be a lot of fun. So that's coming. And there's just so much going on right now. So I will leave you with that. Everybody that got the emails for the private opportunity, that we're slowly working our way through those emails. You're going to get follow-up emails with the next set of requirements and things like that in the next 24 hours or so. People that don't know what I'm talking about, you have to be a subscriber, and then you'll get that information in the near future, or you can ask for the passive information, but I cannot talk about it here on YouTube. All right, I will see you on the next video, guys. We've got some amazing craft stuff to show you as well. So we're backed up with so many good things happening. There just isn't enough time in the day. Have a great day. Be safe. This winter storm has been crazy here in Raleigh. The roads have been icy and disgusting. You got to be careful out there and know what the elements are and understand. I made a mistake last year. I wasn't born in the snow and all that. I was born in Florida. I'm not used to it. I've lived here for several years, and I guess I kind of got a little bit cocky, and I made a major mistake last year. Towards the end of, not last year, when was it? Not in 22, no, it was in, it was in 2024 that I drove when they told you not to drive. I thought I would just go slow and everything would be okay, and it wasn't. And I paid for that mistake with an accident and had to get a new car. So I have car payments when I shouldn't be having any car payments right now. So that's the moral of the story. Be safe, stay inside, don't do anything stupid like I did. And, you know, that's the end of it. We'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.